And broadcasting live from the Brent Morrison Bomb Shelter and Missile Silos in the heart of beautiful downtown Pekin. It's Tuesday Modern! Hello everybody, I'm Evil Bob, your resident head in a box, coming to you again from another fantastic Tuesday edition of Magic the Gathering Modern. This is not Nick Vitello versus Zach Johnson, as you may have guessed. We do have, on the red corner, Master Snell playing J-Sky, taking on Danzee, playing my Eldrazi, and taxes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry guys, that camera is really up in askew. Could you angle it down a little bit more?
How's that, Bob?
Turn it clockwise ever so slight. Down just a little hair more. Beautiful, thank you. Woo! That was a close one. We've got 20 v 17 on the Danzee side. Okay. Now we're good, up and running, ready to rock and or roll. We have a good showing tonight. I think we have upwards of... Oh, clock. Let's start that timer, even though it's really late. Oh. Set you up. Set you up. Yeah, we've got Damien playing his tribal demons again. We have the Danzee playing my Eldrazi and taxes, which means he's probably going to lose. We've got Master Snell on cam rocking his J-Sky. And we have Chase Shank here tonight playing Scape Shift. Ben Seidel coming at you once again with his Bloodbraid Elementals deck. Jarvis is here with his Blue-White Stupidity. Mike Jr. with Mill. Mike Sr. with Boros Burn. And Tronless John is playing the Eldrazi Resonator, I believe. That was showcased on MTG Goldfish. There we go. All right. 15 all? Looks like 15 all. So... Oops, 15 all. Okay. Snell has his Ganta flipped. Danzee has his third land, so he's doing pretty good. Anyway. That reminds me, I need to silence the old phone. I don't know who would be sending me a message. Everybody's here. Okay. Snell all the land in the goddamn universe. Danzee, still looking for a fourth, now has, it looks like, a vial, if it can get down. Hello! Oh, close the door, please. Okay. So he went with both the Aether Vial and the Leonin Arbiter. So Snell not searching too deep, if he searches at all. And he's just going to go ahead and Lightning Helix that their creature to take him back up to 15, so I don't have to adjust that total anymore. How you doing? Enjoying spring break? Yeah. Alright, Danzee ticks up the Aether Vial. Snell making a sham of his playing field, as usual. There's a Tide Hollow Sculler. He's going to strip probably the Bolt, unless Snell bolts it in response, and then he'll never get his creature back. Oh, he's got his choice. Yeah, let's take the Bolt to make you path to give you a land. That's a good one right there. That is such a good one. What you got there? You got a little maraca? That's cool. It's got a little pumpkin face on it.
Yeah.
That's pretty hot. It's pretty nice. I like it. I like it a lot.
I got it from Halloween.
From Halloween?
And today was my doctor's appointment.
Oh, yeah? Did you get a good checkup?
Yeah.
Good. Did you get any shots?
No.
No shots. Fantastic.
One time I didn't cry for shots when I got my flu shot.
Ooh. Snell gaining more life. There's that maraca we're talking about. There's Jace. Hello, Jace. Hello, Mr. Pumpkin Rattle. Ugh. So, Snappy brought back the Lightning Helix to kill an 8. And there's Jace, which sucks. So now tapping everything down. And there's Gideon, ally of Zendikar. Don't eat my taco cat. So I guess Snell is at 12. Danzee also at 12. Oops, now Danzee at 13. So he got snappied. Oh, don't hit the camera. Yeah. So put a Knight ally into play. I see you with my hat. You don't know where my head has been. You don't know where my head has been. Thought not. Wow. Please don't. Probably the okay, taking Snappy. Snappy's gone. Thought not down. Boop. And wait, what? Did you just decide not to do that? You just got a free look at his hand, or? Okay. Put that, kill the knight. Then another vial. I'm guessing. Bye-bye. Okay, so I'm guessing he ticked up the vial to 4 then? Okay. So much. Now Danzee, to his defense, he has never piloted this deck before, so he's still learning. Bolton the Obligator. Or the Wasteland Strangler. Getting it gone. Oh, Pathing the Strangler. Getting it gone. Get yourself a basic. Tick up Gids. Oh, okay. Snell used Jace to bounce the... Maybe? I don't know. Possibly. Gids getting in. I think that Gideon becomes a 5/5. Gideon ally becomes a 5/5. So Danzee looking to take Zeben. Vial and Bolt Snap Bolt for the kill. Snell gets game number 1. Woo! Hard fought. Down to the wire. Nice. Nice indeed. Danzee on his way to keep his loss streak, not so much a streak anymore, but his loss record up into the masses. Now, while we're shuffling, while we're getting ready here, I don't believe anybody has successfully commented as to what the theme is. So let's just take a look here. We're gonna go to the studio and just take a look around. See if anybody commented. See if anybody knows. Nope. Nope. Nobody has yet to comment. And this is the penultimate broadcast in March. There's only Thursday to go, and then well, that's it. And if you are not recognizing the glorious artwork behind my floating disembodied head, it is none other than the Fallen Empire All-Star card, the Rainbow Veil. Now, the Rainbow Veil, well, it can be a pretty bad land. It taps for any color mana, but then you give it to an opponent. So yeah, it's not fantastic by any shape or means, but it is a rare and it is the most expensive card out of Fallen Empire. So, Rainbow Veil. That is the latest in the theme for March. And after Thursday's episode, if I have no guesses, then I'll reveal what my March theme for 2018 was, and you can all collectively go, oh, I get it. Anyway. So, let's see what Danzee does here to try to pull himself back even in this game against the illustrious Master Snow. Now, we still got about 30 or so minutes left in the round, so not doing too bad. Let's see here. I don't know what to put up next. I kind of want to see John doing his do the Eldrazi Resonator, see how that plays out in real life. We got Snell and Danzee out of the way in game number 1, so that's pretty good. I'm really interested in the Bloodbraid Elementals. Ben has built a Bloodbraid Elf deck that uses Groundbreakers and Ball Lightnings, and that just sounds fab-bo. I really dig it, and I think I'm going to put Ben up next. Win, lose, or draw, however he does in this round, I believe Ben's going up next, so that's going to be fun. Chase is just playing another bring to shift deck, so same thing he played last week, nothing special there. We do have Damien in his Demonic Aristocrats, which we didn't get to see last week, so that's going to be round 3. And then, depending on who else comes out, we can either do Mike Jr. or Mike Sr. possibly, or maybe I'll see if John, unless Damien plays John, and unless John plays either Damien or Ben in the subsequent rounds thereafter, we'll just have to wait and see. But for now, Game 2 is underway, and Danzee plays a Godless Shrine tapped. Danzee pulled both of his sideboard cards. I believe I believe he would have brought the Pithing Needle, and I don't know what else. I don't know why he would have brought the Forge Tender. But I think I saw both of those coming in, and I don't know why. At any rate, Snow. There's a Ghost Quarter to kill off that pesky Colonnade. Get it now. And we're just going to plow in response. So, yep, that's fine. It goes away. Danzee tutors up a basic plains. Into play tap. Snell cracks his fetch. And awaits Snell's decision on whether this land is going to be coming into play. Oh, it's a basic. No, can't get a basic plains. Oh, that was the Ghost Quarter land, was the basic plains, and then that one's going to come into play as a shock. Shocking. And Danzee's going to tap Manias. Yay, nay. Which one is that?
Pithing Needle.
Pithing Needle. Oh, because we're still on Danzee's turn. That's right.
Gideon Ally is another card.
Thank you. Getting Gideon. Go ahead and just save that. Card save. No, I already had him. So let's go ahead and add Mr. Gids. Oh, PC, desktop. Pithing Needle in effect on Mr. Gideon. Alright. Now we're cooking with red mana. Snell, drawing, takes it to his hand. Oh, as Kanta, he decided to draw it and not send it to the grave. Decides to cast Jace the elephant in the room. That's rough. That's rough. That sucks. Let's Ghost Quarter the Plains. I guess when it's your only source of white mana. Take it off. Does give him an untapped Island. Fascinating. So, Jace on 3. Still on 3 because he brainstormed. No new development there. Just Jace being Jace, as Jace is like to do. Let's just go ahead and close that and just fire that up. Oh, anyway. There's a displacer. And, oh, excuse me. Snell plays. Flooded Strand. And fetches for Boros. So 1, 2, 3. Lightning Helix, get rid of that guy. Unfortunately, yeah, just not very good right now. So oh, and the 3 he just got back, so I guess that's why, you know, you can fetch and shock and helix and not lose any life. You don't gain any life, but you just didn't lose any. So on the grand scheme, I guess it does kind of even itself out, and every once in a while Evil Bob will even get something right. Before just sitting here dumbfounded, I was like, what just happened? I don't get it. Where am I? Oh yeah, I'm at the zone. Home of the world's smallest toilet allowed by law. Anywho's, it's Jace goes brainstorming once more. And that gets untapped, and Snell plays another Colonnade. Danzee goes a-cracking. And he did right. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Let's see here. Now we've got an Arbiter down, but Snell just has every answer in the known friggin' world to be able to take care of threats just like that, but happens. Okay. And we did something with Escanta. Jace Brainstorm. Dumbest card. Dumbest card. Snow goes Seaman Visions. And tapped. Tappy tap. Escanta. Or searching for Escanta. Those poor explorers, they have no idea that they've already found it. That's so sad. Danzee retaliates with a Eldrazi Displacer. Snap Helix. I guess he is pulling out those Heli. Snell using the life chip. Good on him. So very proud. And we're just going to go ahead and path Mr. Snappy. Snell looks at his Kanta, does not want to go to the graveyard, puts it into his hand. Just has stupid. Tick up Jace to Fate Seal Danzee. You get to keep that. It looks like Bashamalam. And, yep, it is indeed a Bashamalam. Anyway. We've got Danzee thinking about how not to lose. Doesn't seem to be going too well for him. Snell searching with Escanta and finds a Electrickery that shoots 2 at the face, I believe. Snell decides to keep that lightning bolt. Wow. Okay, it is already the next turn. Danzee just doesn't have any threats, and he's not drawing into anything either. But I guess that's what happens when Jace is on the board, and you just have so much knowledge, so much information. And Jace with his Kanta, that's just dumb. Danzee, plowing his own Bashamalam, gets a swamp. Hoping to pull out something that's not land from his deck. Pointing at something in the graveyard, maybe a Gideon, but who knows? Not I. There's Elspeth. Well, that's a threat. I guess if you go with that token guy, I just don't know what kind of mad token generation is in standard right now. I'm thinking about Brawl. I'm very enticed by Brawl. I've already got 2 or 3 decks in mind, and yeah, they're all white. I want to make a dwarf deck. That dwarf, that red-white dwarf legend should be really fun. Because there's quite a few nice dwarves, and you supplement it with vehicles. And vehicles, you know, I mean, she gives all vehicles when they're crewed up a bonus, and all dwarves a bonus, and it's just all sorts of good, funny times. Elspeth comes down, giving soldiers Danzee, hoping for something good, but only keeps getting lands, thanks to the fate-sealy power of Jace, because he is a fair card. Just about as fair as Karn and Liliana and Eugene and all the other BS planeswalkers. They should have been a mechanic in a set. They should have stayed in Lorwyn. Those planeswalkers should have just stayed in Lorwyn. 14 to Danzee. Whoops. 14 to Danzee. Thalia! Little too late. She's gonna meet a bolt to the face, I would imagine. Or just get jaced back to the hand. I mean, it's not like he can't. So horrible. So horrible. At any rate. Anyway. Elspeth putting more onto play. She's gonna get pathed. Yep, there goes Thalia. Don't get discouraged, Danzee. This you just got a slow clock, or you just got you got a slow hand. No more basics to fetch out. That's unfortunate. And Planeswalker.deck. Jeskai Super Friends. Jacekai Super Friends. Is rough. Ayrton's rough. Yeah, you're still not getting Gideon down, but that don't matter. You've got Elspeth. You know, what else do you need? See, he's gonna plow a soldier. Danzee's going for the moral victory here. Don't think it's gonna work. There's so much horribleness there. And Tide Hollow takes a path. Considering he knows Snow does, or considering he knows that he has no more basics to fish out, Path is probably a good one to get. So Snappy to Path, or Snappy to Izzet, or to Electrolyze, to just go ahead and kill the, you know, put him out of his misery. Snow, get in for the win. Let's move on. Oh no, I'm only going to attack for 2. And Danzee scoops it up. Unfortunately, just couldn't get there. Snow brings in the victory. Bringing it down. Let's see here. Snow. Master Snow picks up win number 13. While Danzee, right in lockstep, picks up loss number 13. That's unfortunate. But it is what it be. And I'm going to call up and let them know that I want Mr. Ben. I would like Ben to be the next match. Mr. Ben Seidel. Anyway, lots of high flying and lots of Snow doing Snow things. But I guess I can't be too mad at him. He is expanding more into the awe-inspired, awesome power of white. Hi, Mr. Ben.
Howdy.
What's up, sir?
We came up with a new name for my deck.
Okay.
It's Elfamental.
Elfamental. I dig it.
It was Chase's doing, but we figured that's much better than whatever I probably had before, so
You're on next.
that's what Danny told us. I figured I'd better
Okay.
tell you so you get it right. You gotta-
Elfamental. Which side do you want?
I'm not, they're just packing up. I don't know.
I know.
will be on the Panda side. I'll go ahead and call dibs on that.
Okay.
So, yes, you'll see. I got the Marauders map, play map. That's my side.
Okay.
So,
It better have the two people banging in the closet. Okay, so. I'm not going to yell at you. There's not much to yell at. He had an answer for everything you put down. Yeah, it was rough. It sucked. I know. You did good. I mean, don't get too discouraged with it. You play. You just had. You ran up against Snow, and Snow just had all the answers, to anything. I don't think anybody would have had a much better match against that. So.
I did what I could.
And you did it well.
Game 2, I thought I was gonna have him. So I had to shoot, hoping he didn't have that path in hand.
Yeah.
If he didn't have
Ben.
that path, I had 2 ghost quarters, so I was locking him out.
Slappable Ben. Elf. Mental. So we got. What do we have? 9? 10?
10.
10? So an even number? I thought we had. Oh, that's right. If Sambo would have showed up, we would have had an odd number.
Yeah.
That's right. So, spring break, huh?
Spring break.
Spring break.
I don't feel bad about doing it.
No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. I mean, you tried. That's all we can ask. Snell, like I said, Snell just had the right answers for everything.
Yeah.
And.
I was attempting to path things and give myself on the
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was just so much, and.
I asked him to kill me with Jedi.
Danny Quinn Jr.
Cool. Mike Jr.
He's on middle, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Why did we carry the...
Oh, Danzee's playing Junior. Okay.
I'm playing Junior?
You're playing Junior.
Yeah, because that's Damien.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I get to play against Mel.
Alright. Damien is.
Soon, Bob.
No, you should have a pretty good match against that.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad.
Demon Tribal. Damien on Demon Tribal. Ben on Elfamental. That's what he came down to tell us, that it's called Elfamental. I mean, it's interesting. It's he said it's a tribal deck, which means it's tribal elementals. And it's backed by the power of Bloodbraid Elf, so I mean, on turn 4 you can definitely get 9 power if you hit a Groundbreaker or a Ball Lightning. Either one is just a fantastic option to hit with Bloodbraid, and if it goes off, all the power to you, man. Damien, the Demon Tribal, is definitely not Demon Tribal. It's Demonic Aristocrats, and it's a black-white Aristocrats deck with the demon in it that makes you sack a human on your upkeep. Oh, excuse me, or something bad happens. At any rate, it should be interesting and fun for the little ones. Oh boy, looks like Ben does not like his 7. Damien also choosing to throw back. So, Now we've got Mole to 6 on both sides. Just to see what the other will do. There's the cut. There's the cut. Ben sporting the brand new to the shop gold matte dragon shield sleeves. They do look kind of gold on cam. I'm not gonna lie. The cam definitely brings out the gold in them. In person, they seem kind of like a mix between like bronze and copper, but definitely more on the brown side. But it might just be the lighting. Ben doesn't like his 6, throwing back to 5. That's okay. 5's a good round number. I often mold a 5. But that's just the way it goes for me because I'm crazy and bad at this game. At any rate, Damien goes for his patented triple cut, stolen from me. Ben, please say these 5 look good. Scries, land to the top. Probably good to keep that. Gonna start with a Spark Elemental and get in for 3. Baby Ball Lightning, number 1 down. Damien plays Doomed Traveler on the board. Ben puts down a red-green fetch land and opts not to play another hasty creature. Damien puts down a Zulaport Cutthroat. Ben fetches at the end of his turn to go to 19. Probably a stomping ground, I would imagine. The Wooded Foothills usually goes for a stomping ground, especially when you're playing red-green. Stomping ground's the way to go. Damien opting not to cut, living on the edge. Bold strategy. Let's see how it plays out. Ben puts down a forest, and here comes Hell's Thunder. That's a 4/4 flying elemental that does have Unearth. Gets in because it flies. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's gonna die. It's only creatures you control. It's not a Blood Artist. Not a Blood Artist. Damien wishes it were a Blood Artist right now because Ben's creatures are all gonna die at the end of combat. But that's okay because we still love him. I guess it wouldn't be bad either to pack, one or with this kind of aggression to pack in some living ends, because you can Bloodbraid into a living end and get all those hasty creatures back for another last hurrah. That would actually be kind of cool. I'm gonna ask him about that. See if he even considered the option. Because, I mean, you're not playing black, so it would be a dead card in your hand. But if you got it down with, but if you were able to get it off with a Bloodbraid, I mean, all those creatures come right back. Damien fetch shocks into a human. It's like a townsfolk. It does something stupid. 'Cause it's a dumb human. Yeah. Not much going on there. Just another dumb human. And Spark Elemental comes back. Hi, Sparky. Get in for 3. Doomed Traveler's going to jump in front of it and take 1 of it. So he's going to take 2. He's going to gain 1. Ben's going to lose 1. Thanks to Zulaport Cutthroat. Would have been nicer if he didn't have or if he would have had another cutthroat or a blood or something more to make that worth it. But see, that's the thing, is you got to have enough of the aristocrat support to make his suicide runs just not worth it. And I think that if he has the right hand, especially now that he knows the kind of deck that Ben is playing, he may try to mull into having those. Now that's the other human. I thought that flips at the end of, what is it, Thalia's lieutenant. No, it's not Thalia's lieutenant. It's white. That is Handwear Militia Captain. Oh, at the beginning of your upkeep. He has 4 more creatures, so he flips. And he has power toughness equal to the number of creatures you control. And he also has, at the beginning of your end step, you put a 1/1 white and black human cleric token onto the battlefield. So, yeah, that's a thing. Damien gets in for 2. Damien's gonna gain 2. Oh, did he sack creatures? He must have sacked creatures. Okay. And then attacks for 6. There's the Blood Braid. What's he get? He gets a Strangleroot Geist. That's not terribad. And he can get in for 5. Or save it for the defense. Yeah, at the end of turn, you did get a 1/1 white human soldier. So Damien's got a little bit of a defense going, and he's just going to straight out pat the Blood Braid. I guess I can do it like this. I don't need to be listening to anything. I can just have the microphone right up here. Ain't that awesome? Alright, so Bloodbraid got Path and is out of the way now. Ben, staying on the defensive, passes turn. Damien does a Lingering Souls. If I can position this. Ben, yeah. Oh, maybe not. Okay, Ben comes down and gets something or other. Damien has more tokens enter play. And Strangleroot must have blocked because now he's bigger. Ben got taken for 2 more. Ooh. This is an exciting game. Damien really rocketed back. I didn't think Ben's suicidal charge. I too had a suicidal charge deck. It was based a lot on this. What didn't use blood braids. It built itself up to Omnith. The one that costs 6 that gives you landfall, put a 5/5 elemental into play, but it was definitely an elemental tribal deck, and it too ran the suicidal elemental deck or elementals. But unfortunately it did not have like the staying power or was just good enough to do anything. And Ben's just running. I mean, you run out of gas really quick, and even with the addition of Bloodbraid for that one additional boost, I thought the suicidal elementals was a good idea. I found out the hard way it just didn't work. I mean, I still love the deck and the concept, and I hope Ben has success with it. I just did not. I could not get it to work. There's a Bone Splinters, and Ben's just going to scoop that up because that's lethal on the board now. He's going to go, Damien's going to get the victory first off on this one. What a fantastic way to start for the guy. He needs the win. He's not been doing great on cam this year, but we all wish him the best and continued support or continued success. Click that update and we get started. Now, just to remind everybody, Slappable Ben is indeed the Ben. The one, the only Ben. This Ben right here, that's his beautiful little face. That is the face that has been donated to be slapped. Oh, it has been slapped. Oh, so much. He wants to be slapped. But we can't just slap him. We need your help to slap him. And how can you help to slap this wonderful person who has graciously donated his very slappable face? Well, you can go to the YouTube channel Zone 521, the Zone 521, and hit the subscribe button. I believe we were at like 32 last check, and we're slowly getting there. Slowly, surely, like the tortoise. And once we reach 100 subscribers, old Benny boy here is gonna get slapped so very hard. Yours truly is going to slap him. I'm going to dig my hands out of cold storage, reattach them to these limbs, and give him a good old slapping. So once we reach 100 subs, we are going to slap the ever-loving hell out of Ben Seidel. Yeah. That's something that is going to happen. It's not an if, it's a when. And when we reach 100 subs, we will slap. Slap. Slap, slap, slap. Ben Seidel. So very good. So very hard. So very resonating. I mean, he might need corrective dental surgery to repair the slap damage. And yeah, that's 100 subscriptions is all it's going to take. 100 subbies and schwack. Schmack, schmack, schmack. One good, hard, healthy slap right across the face. That's what awaits us at 100 subs. I can't wait for it. I'm chomping at the bit. I really am. But this was a promise that I had made. It's for 100 subs, we will slap. That's why we have the Slap for Subs campaign. So tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your parents, tell your pets. Subscribe to the YouTube channel Zone 521, and you too can help slap Ben Seidel. That being said, it looks like Ben didn't like that hand again, so going down to 6. I missed that. Drazenator. Oh, I just got Danzee's message from earlier. Ben, shocking. I'll take 2. You can take 3 on a body. There's the Doom Traveler. Not going to do much against a Trampler, but against like a Strangleroot Geist or something that doesn't trample, like Bloodbraid. Braid. Damien shocks. Zulaport Cutthroat. Man, where are those blood artists? Where, oh where are those blood artists? Second Stomping Ground comes into play tapped. Let's go ahead and unplug there. Keep that battery good. Another Stomping Grounds. Or Wooded Foothills. Strangleroot Geist. Attack. Takes the 2. Takes the 2. Wait, deciding not to block. Blocking. Cracking. Hang on. So blocks have been declared. Stomping Ground. Ben's gonna go down 2 again. Actually 3 for the fetch and the shock. What a shocker. Oh, Mr. Ben. What a shocker indeed. And he's gonna bolt the Zulaport Cutthroat, so he's gonna lose 1. He's gonna gain 1. Ben's gonna lose another 1. And Strangle Guy's gonna come back, and Doom Traveler token's gonna come in. So unfortunately, the Zulaport only did his job once, and now he's got a bigger Strangleroot Geist on the field. And there's another Doom Traveler, and there's a Viscera Seer. So Damien is getting pretty set up. All he needs is the Aristocrat to get himself in a good position. There's a Ball Lightning. That's not something that you can be scoffed at. Now, if only Damien had some First Strikers, that would be awesome. But unfortunately, he does not have any First Strikers, so I'm seeing Damien taking 6 here. Yeah, just rotate your die down to 6. Blocking with the Doom Traveler, so he's only going to take 1. Okay. Doesn't seem great. Yeah, yep. Yeah, you can't sack it to the Viscera Seer and still absorb the trample damage. That's not how trample works. Oh. Lots of shuffles, and Damien is getting ready to hand his deck over to Ben, who decides to leave it go. Works for you, works for me. Damien draws something that costs 2. There's a Han Weir Militia Captain. Unfortunately, he does have the 4 creatures, so at the beginning of his upkeep, that guy's going to flip unless he stays down. Now, Ben gets a basic forest because of the path to exile, and Damien's going to get in for 3. So 10 all. 10 all. So let's see here. We saw Ben, we saw Damien. I guess that means that John is definitely going up next. Now I don't have to decide. See, this is how I like how the pairings tend to fall into place. It's like there's a bunch of decks that I just want to see, and I get everybody on board in the first 2 games. Isn't that just great? I think it's just great. Ben, Coco, 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 Coco. 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 And he finds, was that Groundbreaker and something else. Oh, that's not a Groundbreaker. How do you... Wait, what took it? What hit him for 9? Let's see here. It's green. Add. Actually, let's just go to just normal gatherer, because I want to see what this is. It's definitely future sight. It looked like a Groundbreaker, but Groundbreaker doesn't do 9. So let's go to future, or planar chaos, and look up green, and just do a search. See where we're at, and why Damien is at 1 from 1 creature attacking. I don't know what that is. Maybe that gave it a +3 when it came down. But let's go by power. Star 1. Oh, wait. Descending. I want big ones on top. Ben sitting at 6. That's become immense. There's another. Is that another Groundbreaker? What in the world? Yeah, that's a Groundbreaker. It's a green ball lightning. Hey, how did that Groundbreaker deal 9 damage?
Primal Force Mage, when a creature enters the battlefield under my control, it gets +3/+3 until end of turn.
That would do it. I just didn't know what that card was. That was it. That was it. And another Groundbreaker hit him for an additional 9, so... yep. So many board wipes, but you just didn't see it. That's not Punishing Fire. Is that a ley line? Yeah, I think that's a ley line of punishment. Hello again. Anyway, let's go into a game 3. That is Fabo. I just glossed over that fact. Wait. I thought Damien won game 1.
What?
I thought Damien won game 1.
He did, in game 2.
Oh. I thought you drew the Groundbreaker and that was it. Okay.
No, that was the next card. I just had to see if I would have lived another turn.
Okay. My bad. Okay, Damien got there. Definitely awesome. Okay, so it's not game 3. Ben... Ben picks up his first loss of the year. So he goes to 2-1, and good old Damien. Damien, where are you? There you are. You are 2-2 on the year. Those boxes right over there on the table. There you go. I would like Tronless John up on the next match. I guess he's Tron John again. Traitor. Anyway, it was my bad. I thought Ben snuck on that win, but he did it. Damien got game 2, so fantastic. Alright. So, you having a good time tonight? Fantastic. Let's see here. I believe there's about 20 minutes left in the round, unless it gets over quick, which it possibly could. I haven't seen Danzee, so he might be fighting off the mill. He hasn't come down, so I have good feelings that the mill might be contained, even though he did. Mike Jr. did resupplement it with black and added some bounce effects to help him not immediately die to ley lines. And I think that's where we're standing right now with him. I don't know who we're waiting on. Probably a Snell match, I would have to guess. But we could also be waiting on the Danzee match, which are still really good setup. So I don't know where John is at in the standings. Hopefully he's losing because he's playing Tron again. There's our little buddy. Oh, the wee little ones, they sure do like the cameras. Anyway. What else do we have? We do have... Oh, I can tell you about the Oofy Preserve. Now, every year, more and more Ice Age Brown Oofies go unwanted, unloved, unthought about, unfounded in their prospective collections. They need your help. I can only do so much, and what I've done is created a sanctuary for these little lovable is a gorgeous word to describe these glorious fairy folk of the Ice Age. These brown Oofies, they need your help. I created the safe haven, and I'm rescuing as many as I can. I saw you. Rescuing as many as I can myself, but I cannot get all of them. I need your help. Dig deep into your collections. Find your unwanted Ice Age Brown Oofies and send them to the address on your screen. Titan Games, care of the Oofy Preserve, 4450 North Prospect Road, Suite Charlie 6, Peoria Heights, Illinois 61616. Each Oofy received will get a personal thanks from me. Just make sure your name is on the return envelope. Drop them off in person. The Oofy Preserve is there and receiving all Oofy donations. As long as the store is open, the Oofy Preserve is also open to be receiving your Ice Age Brown Oofies, along with any other helpers, if you will. Now, like I said, last week we did receive an Ivy Elemental. Apparently, people thought that the security at the Oofy Preserve was a bit lax, so the Ivy Elemental is now patrolling. He does a lot of gardening, but he also does the security as a primary. He just wasn't available on that image. Next time I'm going to try to capture his essence in the picture, just to let you know. And the mirror Danufis that get sent in, they're not turned away. They're just not. Woo! Sorry about that. Mirror Danufis are not turned away. They just don't get a free pass. They have to work for their keep. And like you see here, this Mirror Danufi, he's on trash pickup duty. That's his job. He has to keep the sanctuary clean. This preserve is set up for Ice Age Oofies. Like I said, all Oofies are welcome. None will be turned away. And everything received is thanked. I give my personal thanks for everything that is sent in to make the Oofy Preserve all the better. Standings haven't changed because I haven't updated them because I am a lazy bastard, but I can bring these up to show off what's going on, at least where we were last Tuesday or Thursday. Yeah, as of Thursday, these are up to date from Thursday. We got Danzee picking up another loss, Snell picking up another win. Damien, as we saw, pulls even. We have Jarvis here tonight. I don't know if he'll get on cam or not. Dragist was not present, so I didn't have an opportunity to get him another loss on cam. And then over on the standings page, there's the picking up the rear, or there's the second page of awesomeness. No one's picking up the rear in this tournament yet. We're not even halfway through the year. But like I said, these are not updated from last Thursday. They're just I'm lollygagging. I am lollygagging. I still need to make cards for some people, and not everybody is represented here yet. But hopefully come Thursday, I'll have everybody's card up there and everything good to go. Back to the action says... You know, some things in this world are just either so adorable or so creepy. If I didn't... If I didn't know who that was, or where it was coming from, little kids' voices over speakers can be slightly unnerving. But since I know the source and I know where it's coming from, I tend to think it's rather adorable. But that's where we are. I hear a lot of walking around. Hopefully the round is ending soon. Really, really want to get going into round 3. Last week it was shotgun, quick, snap, snap, snap. We were done in like an hour. It was that fast. Tonight, going a little bit slower, but that's okay. We have 10 people here tonight. Hopefully we're going to have even more Titans on Thursday. I'll be there. I won't be playing. I'll be the head in the box. But you should come out. Come out to Titan games. Come out to the zone. Every Tuesday, every Thursday, there are proxies available to be played. The zone allows 11-card proxy. Titan allows 10-card proxy. Put together a deck. If you don't have the pieces, you get 10 or 11 cards to play with. You know, do I want to spend some money on this deck? Well, let me find out if it works or not. I think it could be fun. I think it could be really good. And we picked up some more regulars along the way. The Titans expanded out into getting more and more people, and when the summer hits, it should explode again because school's out, everyone's having a good time. Yeah, and you get to meet me, the lovable Evil Bob, your resident head in a box. I'll discuss whatever you want to discuss. You can ask me my opinion on things, even though you probably won't like my opinion on a lot of things, unless you're like, I think white is the greatest color, and I love legendary creatures. Me too. Very few kindred spirits I've run into, but that's the beauty part about magic. You don't have to be a full-on kindred spirit to enjoy a camaraderie with people. I am dear good friends with Master Snow. And his playstyle is nothing like I would ever latch on to. But we've been friends for a long time. And magic has kept us together for quite a while. And, he gives me pointers and I give him crap. And that's just the way it goes in the Wild Wild West. But, I'm going to take a little bit of a break here. I'm sure you're tired of listening to me drone on about nothing. So I'm going to put up one more time the Oofy Preserve because they need your help. They need your love. They need your support. I'm back! Hey everybody, welcome back. Let's get that out of the way. I am here, and we have Damien staying there, and he's going to be playing against John. There we go. And he is playing the Eldrazi. Let's start that. What was it? Eldrazenator. Okay, there we go. All set up. Fantastico. 2020. John. Damien keeps, John keeps. John's going to start off with a fetch. He's cracking it. He's getting a basic forest, it looks like. He says he's not playing Tron, but he's playing like 2 of the Trons. I'm pretty sure it's the Resonator deck that Saffron Olive played. Let's see here. And Damien shocks in a Godless Shrine and plays a Doom Traveler. Using that Elvish Mystic to get himself 3 manas. Or 4 manas. There's a Kalani Heart Expedition. That has landfall, get a quest counter, and as soon as it has 3 tokens on it, or 3 quest counters, you can sack it to go get yourself a land. I believe it's a basic. Two basic lands. You can get 2 basic lands. And he has gone ahead and put 2 on it right now. Because he put the land down and then fetched for another land. And here comes the shuffle. John looking to ramp out and get it done. And there is another Utopia Sprawl down on that forest. So now that's going to be tapping for 3 each time the elf comes into play. There's the black-white Fastland. And a Viscera Seer. And joining the Viscera Seer is Bone Splinters on the elf to go ahead and get that killed, sacrificing the Doom Traveler and getting a spirit in its place. Damien passes turn over to John. John draws a fetch land that's going to... That's going to power up and... Yep, there's the Resonator. That is a copy, or not a copy, but it is a second Resonator. So now he has the Resonator down. And for those of you who do not know, let me go ahead and bring that up. It's an interesting card. The Strionic Resonator. John is sacrificing the Kalani Heart Expedition to go get himself 2 basics. Let's see here. this is the resonator. I'll put that over me for a second. It's 2 to cast, 2 to activate, copy target, triggered ability you control. You may choose new targets for the trigger. So what you do is like come into play abilities, Eldrazi abilities. So prime time, Eldrazi come into play abilities. You can resonator those triggers. Like if you cast an Emrakul and you happen to have 2 mana left over, so for 17 mana you get 2 turns. Ulamogs destroy multiple targets worth of permanents. Prime time comes down and gets you 2 lands, and so on and so forth. Yeah. If you want to see this deck other than here, I highly recommend checking out the Against the Odds last week, I think maybe. For Saffron Olive over on MTG Goldfish. It was a really fun deck to watch, and he made some salty people. I mean, you just do not expect it. There's a Zulaport Cutthroat, and Damien's going to go up and John's going to go down. He also sacked a fetch to get that down there, and also and Damien gets in for attack of 2. John has another Kanali Heart Expedition. See, now, with that, your landfalls is a trigger. So if you put a land down, you can resonator it twice and immediately get it up to token. Swing of a Sacrifice. You should get the swing in. Sacrificed a creature. Two or fewer other lands, it comes into play untapped. Because it's 2 or fewer other lands. Oh, anyway. Lingering Souls comes down. Damien's going to get himself a couple more spirit tokens to allow him to get in there. Swings 4/4. Gonna sacrifice. And he's just going to sack the board to deal 5 additional damage, and that's going to take us to game number 2. Where am I at? Damien rocking the boat tonight. I mean, you almost feel sorry for Damien to a point that sometimes he just can't catch a break, and other times he just finds the right pattern and the right decks that he's paired up against and just goes on a tear. I mean, he did really good last F&M. He beat me fair and square. My deck stalled. Just I was drawing crap, and he had a very good, strong run of games, and I just could not put up against him. We've seen him win tonight already against Ben, who is playing a hard and fast get you dead deck, and oh, I forgot Mr. 31 was here tonight. Oh, excuse me, Mr. 31's playing ad nauseum, so. But at any rate, we've got so much. But yeah, Damien's on this nice little winning streak, and I'm actually very happy for him, because he's doing it with this demonic aristocrats that runs aristocrats and uses that to curtail into Ormondal, and Ormondal is just a game ender. Much like an Emrakul. I mean, there's not a whole lot you can do to Ormondal. I mean, you can push him. He's not hexproof. You can push him, you can path him, you can get rid of him, but it's difficult to just outright kill him. Well, no, you can't push him. He's indestructible. So you can path him, and that's about it. I guess you can also chain him to some rocks, but I don't think I've seen people play chain to the rocks in quite some time. Damien did not like his 7, so he's going to go down to 6. Let's see what John does here. John looks like he's going to keep his opening hand, and he is on the play, so maybe we'll be able to see him do something interesting with those resonators this time, rather than just sit him on the field knotted. Six goes into Damien's hand. Damien decides to keep this one. There's the scry. Okay. John goes Kraken for basic forest. Damien using that concealed courtyard. That's fantastic. Ah, sounds like Ben got paired up against Junior. John goes with the Kalari Heart Expedition again. Damien shocks in a Godless Shrine. There's a... Oh, gather the townsfolk. That's what that was. Now, John taps down. There's the Elvish Mystic. There's Westvale Abbey. Damien already showing off that he can get himself a big, nasty, baddie demon. Mr. Ormondal! And another gather the townsfolk. Is he going to... He's going to Bone Splinter, sacrifice one of his humans to get rid of the Elvish Mystic, and swing in for 2. Damien 18, John at 17. John draws... So currently in the standings, we have 3 undefeated players. We have Chase, Mr. 31, and Master Snell. Snell's currently on the pair down, so the outcome of that game will determine if we have a 4th round or not. Lingering Souls and a Doom Traveler. Damien swings in with his 2 remaining humans, or 3 remaining humans. John, draw pass. Not looking so good for the Eldrazi-nator. Flashing back Lingering Souls, getting it in there for 2 more spirits. Damien looking to attack for a 3, 4, 5, 6 this round. Swinging for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 18-8. Damien's definitely dominating this match. John now got his first land drop after casting that, and casts what is that? Azusa. Thank you. Azusa. Code Amber. But you gotta have lands to make her worth it. But if he draws another land, or if he could go on to a terror, I mean, he does have the Kalani Heart Expedition almost ready to go. He's only got 2 more lands to get before he can search out for 2 more basics. Bone Splinters to kill Azusa, taking her off the board. And Damien is big swing for 7. Not quite dead yet. You do have 1. John scoops it up. There's nothing he can do with that 1 life. And, woo! Going on a tear. Damien rocking out the boat, getting it done on the solid winning streak. Damien, this deck is for real, yo. This deck is for real. Let's see here. John, unfortunately, picks up another loss. So John pulls even on the year. Literally, he's 4-4-2. He's the only person that I have with 2 draws, which is a feat unto itself. Sorry about that. And I don't know. That was just phenomenal. So good. Damien is on a hot streak. I am very proud of him. I love this kid. He's so good. And wow, yeah. We actually have about a half hour left in the round. Well, damn, that was quick. Does anybody want to give us some bonus magic while the other guys wrap up?
Can you repeat that, Bob?
I said that was pretty quick. Does anybody want to give us some bonus magic while the others wrap up? Or I guess how close is the other matches? So, anyway, while we're waiting for anything to happen, oh, looks like we got Danzee and Jarvis popping over for some bonus magic. Thank you. Hello. Oh boy, we come into bonus magic with a Jace the Elephant in the Room on the board, or as we're now going to call him, Jizz the Elephant in the Room. Anyway, let's see here. I believe they said this is game 2, with Jarvis having won game 1.
Hello. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so Terminus, everything goes to the bottom. How unfun is that? Looks like a D-sphere is on the... I guess we can just bonus magic. Alex, come in.
Let's see here. We've got a D-sphere on a Flick Wisp. Stony in play. Jizz the Bum Taker. Plays an Island. Oh, and we're searching for his Kanto once again.
Shucks.
Don't do that. I don't mind if you're here, just don't hit things, okay? Awesome. Give me 5. Oh, look at that. It's another Terminus. Good job, Jarvis. Good job, Jarvis. Get that another... You know, just go ahead and get all the Termini.
You know, I was, me and my dad weren't here on the other Tuesday.
Yeah, I know. You had something at school, right?
Yeah, a concert.
Had a concert?
All about the jungle.
About the jungle?
Yeah.
Was it a play, or do you play an instrument?
I only put it on.
Ah. Are you leaving?
Yeah, there's a round 4, but I lost one match, which means I'm out of any sort of prize, so I'm not staying.
Aw.
I'd rather go home and play DSL than stay here and play for nothing.
I thought you were done with DSL.
I haven't been done with DSL for 20 years.
Night, Mr. 31.
Also playing Final Fantasy 14.
Anyway. Back to the action. There's a displacer on the board. Jace is about to ultimate. And, God, what is... Oh, what is Jace? Exile all cards from the... Oh, yeah, that's right. You wipe out the graveyard. Their hand becomes their deck. It's... Hey, look, it's Elspeth. Hi, Elspeth! Jace is at 8. Elspeth comes down, gives him some soldier protection. The displacer's down. And Jarvis get up again. And there's some soldier tokens, I'm assuming.
Danzee's thinking awful long and hard. I mean, he does have a stony silence, which can get flicked away, but I don't think he's in a very good position. There's a Thalia, cathartic or heretic cathar, or heretic cathar, I think it is. Thalia, heretic cathar, yeah. Is that the? Yeah, that is the Thalia. I think that's the Thalia. Pretty sure. Creatures and non-basics enter the play tapped for your opponent. Danzee passes the turn over to Jarvis, who's going to do something stupid, I'm sure. With his stupid Jace and his stupid blue cards. Boof up Elspeth. 3 more soldiers. Fate Sealing with Jace. Don't really want that, whatever it is. Oh, I heard wrong. Danzee got game 1. So, Stonies and, yeah. What do we got? Looks like we got some spell quellers and some other stupid stuff in his hand. This just gives White a bad name. I don't know. Flick Wisp to get rid of the Stony Silence. Here comes the Spell Queller to take out the Flick Wisp. Wow. Soldiers untap. Now he's got a Flick Wisp, or now he has a Spell Queller ready to. I guess Jarvis decided to go back at the end of a step to do it as Kanta. And he's going to take an opt. He opts to take the opt. Path to exile. Jace is ultimating next turn, so this one is more than likely going to Jarvis. That's right, they come into play tapped because of Thalia. Soldiers and non-basics enter the play tapped. Anyway, what do we got here? Danzee thinking long and hard. Pass the turn, ultimate Jace, and then this is one for the books. Yep, we're going to game 3. Bonus Magic! Live from the zone. Anyway, we're going to a game 3. I think Danzee just lost that one, so now he is on the play. So hopefully he'll be able to get something down to stall or halt the Jarvis onslaught for his blue-white jizziness. And that's where we're at. Blue sleeves on blue sleeves on blue sleeves. Ha! So much blue. So much blue all over the place. Except those are my blue sleeves, so... I mean, blue is my favorite color. It's just not my favorite mana. It's not my favorite magic color. We're starting off with a Marsh Flats that's going to get cracked into a Godless Shrine. Comes into play. Tap. Jarvis leads with an Island. There's Thalia. Jarvis opts in response, so he can still opt for one. Ha ha! Jarvis goes to discard! Wow! Kept the one lander, and now there's a Thalia down, there's a Vial. Jarvis is just not looking good so far in this match, and that's amazing. Not that I wish any ill will towards the man himself, I just dislike the blue control that much. Wow, still not drawing any lands. This is rough. This is super rough. Danzee, on the other hand, looks to be in complete control and is having a good time. There's the Arbiter to hold him down and swinging for 3. And Jarvis just scoops it up. Yeah, one lander, no more lands. That's just rough. That's a super rough thing to come back from, and I don't think anybody really could have, especially since your deck is not based around creatures whatsoever. And then you have the Thalia as the first thing to come down. And, yeah, it's just so nasty. So nasty. So good. But unfortunately for Danzee, bonus magic does not count towards the standing. It's just a bonus magic. Who's still playing? Oh, round is over. Who's still here? I'm tempted to have Damien on again. Who's still here? He's not. He left. And I'm assuming Snell and Chase are splitting. Oh. They're splitting, but they're playing it out. Master Snow on. Hello, Jarvis.
Greetings, sir.
How are you doing?
Just fine.
Sorry you lost, but Danny got there.
I know.
Oh, did you pull AJ as your match?
Huh?
Did you pull Mr. Kinsman as your match?
No, I just dropped.
Oh, okay. J Sky.
Graduated to a headset?
Yeah, the snowball died, and the headset is really versatile.
Nice.
So let's see here. This is Chase, and Chase is on Escape to Light.
Forgot how loud Chase was.
That's okay. See, the headset also allows me to listen to the camera, so I can actually pay attention to what people are doing.
Yeah.
So I can sound like I know what's happening, and I can be more informed and, be good. Let's see here. 20 life start and 20 life update. There we go.
J Sky versus Escape to Light.
Nope. Yep. Oh, it looks like Chase conceded the game to. No, it's just a good luck handshake. They've already split, so this is just for the lulls.
Yep.
Chase starts with a. Is that a black red or black quick land? I'm assuming. Because it's not a fetch. He didn't crack it unless he waits for the crack. I mean, he could be waiting for the crack too. So, because it could be a foothills.
It looks like
It looks
yeah, it's
okay.
the foothills.
He just didn't.
It's the promo foothills.
He just wanted to wait for the crack. Got the basic land come down. Snow also fetched out, but did not shock. So 2 basics versus a steam vent.
Generally speaking, this matchup is very,
Hey,
very,
Steve.
very miserable for Snow.
It's very miserable for anybody. Let's see here. Where's Steve? Where's Steve? Hey, Steve. Hey, Steve. Hey, Steve. Hey, Steve. Chase. Chase shocking down a stomping grounds. And there's a mountain. So, escape shift already? A cast escape shift?
That is a search for tomorrow.
Oh, that was a search for tomorrow. Let's see here. I've got it now. Media files. Boop, boop, da, 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 da. Because it's my stupid, terrible joke. I don't know why it's in green, but, everybody goes searching for tomorrow, but apparently it was on Lady Azami's shoulder the whole time. That's tomorrow. I know, ain't it great? Oh, it's so terrible. Oh, that was a terrible. Snow goes to 16. Snow's searching for his Kanta. See, Chase went searching for tomorrow. Snow's searching for his Kanta. When I feel bad for Snow's Explorers, they're not very good because even after they found his Kanta, they still keep searching for it.
Generally think Chase is going to find tomorrow pretty much a lot quicker.
Yeah, well, he already found tomorrow. Usually they spend about 2 or 3 rounds searching for tomorrow, or a round search, or two rounds searching for tomorrow, but he decided to, find it so much quicker.
Oh my god. I don't know. I don't know what any of these
That
marks are.
is...
Maybe a blood moon? I have no idea.
No, it wasn't a blood moon. He pitched a monkey for it. What was that? Through the breach.
Okay. Makes more sense.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew that. So he tried to through the breach, probably at prime time. I mean, it's not a bad idea. I mean, if it gets down, you do get your.
It also could have been a chump test. Could have had nothing to put. Nope, there's prime time.
There's the prime time.
Well,
And here comes
this is
two
also where we
Moranias.
get a pair of Valakuts.
Yeah.
And this game is more or less over.
Yep. Chase has 5 mountains on the board. There's the 2 Valley Coots.
Okay, so
Passing the turn, Snow has to hold some counter mana back.
verdict.
Casting verdict.
To get rid of the Titan. Yeah, Snow's dead.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's another prime time, and there's another there's the through the breach to get the prime time, and Chase pulls out game number 1 over Massive Snow.
As bad as this matchup gets, even worse afterwards.
Anyway,
I don't know why Chase agreed to the split. This is about as free of a win as you can get.
because it's what you do. It's just what you do. You don't grind it out. I mean, you split it. It's hey, we both made it. We're clear winners, and we're both walking away with equal prizes. Because only a monster it forces the play out. And besides, whenever you force the play out, that's when your deck craps out on you.
Yeah.
And it just does not work. So, and it builds up magic karma. You know, it's like today he went for the split. Next time, if it comes up, he. Wow. Oh, so good, so good. I love that card. I love that card. Alara for the win. That is Alara, right?
That is Laura.
Yeah.
Actually,
Or was it Lorwyn? I think it was Shadowmoor block. Yeah.
it was Laura and Block.
Yeah. Either way, is good.
Yeah, Laura and Block was the hybrid matters.
Right, yeah. Well, Alara was hybrid matters too.
Laura was multicolored matters.
Right,
Everything
but
was 3 colors to 5 colors.
right, but it
I don't
was
think
still
there was a whole-
hybrid.
I don't think there was a whole bunch of hybrid cards.
There was when they got to conflicts, there was a bunch of hybrid. But I'm pretty sure that was Shadowmoor.
Sure, though, that is Shadow.
Yeah, I think that's Shadowmoor. But no, the my background. This is the penultimate broadcast in March, and my background tonight is the ever present Rainbow Veil.
Never heard of that card, actually.
It's the most expensive card in Fallen Empires. It is a rare land that taps for any color mana, and then you give it to an opponent. Tap for any color mana, and a target opponent gains control of Rainbow Veil.
Seems fine. And generally speaking, any format where that's a Fallen Empires is legal, if you're playing that, you're probably killing them that turn.
Right. But yeah. This is I think Chase has a handful of land going into this match, but
That's all you need.
Snow starting off with the Seaman Visions.
He's not gonna actually hit his land drops this time.
But no, this is the penultimate background for my March theme, and nobody has guessed it yet. Nobody has guessed it yet. And I'm sad. There is a Relic Progenitus, and there's Steve. And Steve. Steve gets snappied. Snappy,
No, Snappy just comes out.
Snappy came down, yeah. It became a ambush viper. Steve. Hey, Steve. Wipe the shame off the card before you put it into your hand. Put the mountain down and Dave. Oh, Snappy got in.
Click. Nice.
Through the breach.
Oh, well, no.
Prime.
You're getting... I would get rid of the...
Primeval Titan?
No, that's Woodfall Primus.
Or Woodfall Primus. Same thing. They're both stupid. But without through...
He drew the through the page off the Sicilian play.
Wow.
That is
Wow,
nice.
that's some Moto bug shit right there. Wow.
That's the old Thoughtseize bug right there.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, V Quick is 5.
Oh, Jace, Snell is not going to be happy. At all.
No, he's not. But, I mean, all he's losing is Jace, so.
And 2 of his lands. He's losing Jace and 2 of his lands.
Woodfall Primus is 2. Is one on.
Yeah,
Oh, and then it dies.
It's going to take out a land, kill the Jace, come back, kill another land.
Oh, because it's going to attack the Jace. Okay,
Yeah.
I got you.
He's going to lose Jace, 2 lands, and he's probably also just going to scoop up his cards.
Probably. Anyway, let's see what we got here. Sack the Steve.
Land. Snell is probably crying a little bit right now.
Woodfall Primus.
Why
Oh,
would you go in for the Jace?
wow. Wow. That's
Just take out 2 lands, kill the Jace.
was he a
Yeah.
9? Yeah, he's a 9/9, isn't he?
Oh, he's a 6/6.
Is he a 6/6?
Almost back to the 5/5.
I mean, that's a good thing to through the breach too. So
Uh,
yeah, I don't know. I guess he just wants to end it and not worry about it.
It's in there for 5.
Yeah. Chase.
The Woodfall Primus is supposed to come in back untapped. That's a farce. Cool.
Why wouldn't it come back untapped? Or why would it come back untapped?
It's a Versus trigger. It comes back as a new thing.
Right, but it's not tapped.
Yeah, it should have been untapped. It was tapped.
Oh, was he tapped? I didn't see he was tapped. Oh.
I think that's how Versus works.
It is. They just come back into play, so. Yeah, so Snappy should not have gotten in. But that's okay.
This
Is he searching for tomorrow? Is that what that is?
that is a Farseek.
Oh, that's a Farseek? Okay. That's a
That is
a Rex Sage.
Explanation Sage. Targets.
Yep.
Probably for the old Search for Escanto. Snell is hurting for a...
Snell is
exile.
definitely hurting.
I didn't recognize the Chidge with a graveyard.
Snow's asking for...
Oh, because Reclamation Stage is getting Cryptic.
Yep.
Okay.
So Cryptic and counter draw. Snow was asking if he had the had enough lands to recast Woodfall Primus if
The
he
answer
were
to
to
that
bounce
question
it.
is yes.
And yes, he does. So
Still in there.
Snow taking 5.
7.
Oh, he fetched
Oh yeah, because of fetch.
and shock. Oh no, fetch and something else, but he's at 7.
I'll trust Chase judgment here.
Yeah. Snow's also keeping track of his life on the board too, so.
Alright, this is actually not looking terrible for Snell.
But it's not looking great either, because the Primus is still a big baddie. Salmon Visions.
Path from the oh yeah, that's game. Bolt. Game 3.
Woo! Snell coming back hard and in charge. that you?
No. Which one was that?
It's you.
I don't. No, this is not my phone.
No, you're ringing.
I don't have my phone. I don't have a phone.
Oh. The old round timer is done. Shh. And a Chinese scape shift.
Game number 3.
Game 3, Snell actually pulled that one out, so we're back to even. Winner take glory in this match. So I guess it's not scape the line, it's through the scape.
Through the bridge. Escape shift. I didn't think Chase was on the multicolored escape shift list. I was pretty sure he was just on prime time list. Same old, same old.
I was interested to see that John built the MTG Goldfish Resonator deck.
I have not actually seen the list. I'll probably take a look at it when I get home.
It's a fun one. The games were interesting. He looks like he Johned it up a little bit.
Yeah, he had a Tron lance.
Well, no, the Tron lands are in it. It's 2 of each Tron land
Okay.
because it's like incidental Tron.
Yeah.
That you just happen to get Tron with the multiple primetime triggers,
Yeah.
and then the resonators do most of the work for you. But he just flooded out so hard and did not get. I mean, he flooded out and then got starved against Damien. So Damien was just able to control that game completely. Did that colonnade just come to play untapped?
No, he just untapped it for turn. He missed his land drop.
Oh, okay.
No, actually, no. He played the fetch land.
Yeah.
I don't think he's missed his land drop yet. Just might have.
Chase doing something dirtily. What? Pulse of Dross?
Also, Marasa.
Oh.
Adding back, I think. Did he have a creature in there?
I don't know. He gained 5 off of it.
He gained 6.
Oh.
It's a 6 life gain.
Pulse of...
So target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Gain 6 life.
Oh, there it is. Pulse of Marasa. Creature or land from your graveyard.
Oh, he got back the...
So he fetched and then got the pulse.
Okay. I thought it was just creature. I forgot about the land part.
What'd I do? Hello? Dirtily do?
Oh, your face cam stopped.
I know.
Slow.
Hello, beautiful. Yay! Okay. Whew. Got a little worried there. I'm like, oh, I'm continuously looking down. What am I doing? Okay, so in response to the fetch, he Pulse of Maraza himself and took 3 more damage again. And Snappy, Ambush Viper.
Yeah, Snell just wants to try and get Chase dead as quickly as possible.
Get for 2.
Get you. Alright, so let's see here.
So now Snell's
and
got.
then there's Search for Skanta.
Excuse me. Search for tomorrow. Casting it, so.
No. Do we have a guttural
Oh,
response?
it got
No.
negated. No go to response. But we did attempt to search for Tomorrow, so we found her. There he is. Hello, Tomorrow. Hello. How are you? I'm Tomorrow.
Should he really be here at the search for? They did not actually find tomorrow.
Well, they searched. Oh, that's right. They didn't really find it. They did try to search for him. The expedition got called off. So no land for you. Snappy. Untaps and attacks. Get you. I missed the last one. Get you. All the getches. Through the bridge.
Boy.
Crack. Cryptic. Counter and draw. Seems good. Snow. Maintaining in control. Eat a card.
Here's the thing, though. Shields are down, and I have a feeling the prime time's coming down this turn.
Well, you can think that. It's not necessarily
All
true.
we're angering of gods.
Those gods,
Has to be a
those gods are very angry. And eating the graveyard. As Kanta goes to the hand. There's an
I think
is
as long as
land.
relative to Janus in play, Azcanta is never going to be found.
Oh, whatever. Seaman Visions up for Master Snow. Quiet, Chewie. Go stuff a pork in your face.
Oh, now I want bacon.
Crack and draw. There's Vatacute.
Look at that. There's 2 of them in play now.
3 of them in play.
Oh, that's a lot of Valakans.
That is a lot of Valkyries with 3 mountains. So,
So,
Seaman Visions.
Titan becomes problematic.
Very. It's it triggers on how many mountains in play? 5. Active.
I think at this point, Chase is just looking for lands.
Yeah. There's a steam vents. Snow
Scalding
goes.
coming
Oh, scalding. Okay. Not steam vents. It doesn't matter.
Gideon.
There's Gideon, the ally of Zendikar, making some knight allies. Hello, the Danzee.
Hey, Danny.
There's a Rex Sage. Get rid of Escanta. Where do you get your cards? My cards? Which cards? My background cards? The card I have? The cards they're playing with? You need to be a little more vague there, Go Titan. Chase. But which cards are you talking about? Are you talking about my background art? Are you talking about my border? Are you talking about the cards on the playing field? Which magic cards? Which ones? Or are you asking where I get my personal magic cards from that I play with? I'm still at a little bit of a loss.
Chase goes up to 4 mountains.
Chase. The cards they're playing. That's okay. They get them. These guys have been playing for a good long while, so they crack packs. They purchase from the local shop here. A lot of people get their get their supplies from our local game store, which is either the Zone here in Pekin in the center of Illinois, or just across the river from Peoria at Titan Games. That's another local game shop. or they order them from the interwebs, from either Star City Games, Card Kingdom, MTG Player, Cool Stuff Inc., eBay. Everywhere sells Magic cards. Even Walmart and Target sells Magic cards. Chase goes down to 5.
Jesus, so. Oh, here we go. Oh,
There's a prime time. And I wouldn't say you're terrible. I mean, never say you're terrible. If you're just starting out, everybody's terrible when they first start out. That's the point of any game. You get better the more that you play. You learn the more finer nuances of how to combo, how things work, the interactions. And if you're looking to get into like how to build decks and how to brew, I recommend MTG Goldfish. Is a fantastic site that the proprietor of that is Saffron Olive. He puts up videos on YouTube. Like I don't know if it's every day, but it's a lot. It might be every day, but also mtggoldfish.com is where he puts all of his deck lists. And every week he does like budget builds for modern. Usually he also does some standard. But he also does like weird goofy builds. But yeah, that's just a really good resource. You could also find what just people are putting together on like Tapped Out. That's another great resource. That's a crowdsourcing page that people just post their decks that they're building. And you can always look up like the card search engines. The two that are most prevalent are The Gatherer, which is on Magic site themselves, or Scryfall, which is another really good source. But yeah, there's so many resources out there to help you along. And never say you're terrible at Magic, because it's just learning the finer nuances of the game. And anyone who can play will get better. It just like with anything, the more you play, the more practice you get, just the better you interact with your cards. So these guys have gotten their cards from everywhere. Pretty much whoever has the best price on them. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, Go Titans. Glad to have you here. I stream Tuesdays and Thursdays around 6:30 Central Time. Tuesdays right here from the Zone, and Thursdays from Titan Games in Peoria. And that's going to do us. Chase pulled out that victory over Master Snow, and that's where we're going to be left. So, yeah, we actually got 4 rounds of Magic, plus a little bit of bonus Magic after round 3. And that's just really, really nice, and pretty snazzy if you ask me. So, I'm going to call it there. We got to see Damien pull out some really good wins. We didn't see John pull out the Drozinator like he was hoping to. We saw Snell win and lose, unfortunately. So that's right. I got to modify that standing. So Snell picks up his 4th loss on the year, unfortunately. But Chase goes up to 1-1 on the year, so fantastic and good for him. And Thursday I'll have updated standings for everybody, so look forward to that. And for if you have any guesses as to what my March background theme was, head over to the Zone 521, leave a comment in the videos, and after this broadcast, I will be uploading this to the YouTube page for archival viewing. And that's going to do us for tonight. So I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. Thanks for joining me again on this wild, fun-fueled adventure from the Zone in Pekin. And that's where we're going to leave you. So I've been Evil Bob, your resident head in the box, and reminding you that however you choose to live your life, I approve. Have a good night, have a great evening, and I'll see you all Thursday. Goodbye, my love.